So beginning by finding your sitting bones and all the contact points of your body, where your body has contact with the ground beneath you. So notice the pressure and just exploring this for a moment. And now I invite you to lengthen your spine, creating a nice, strong, lengthened posture. Nice, strong back. And just gently softening around this strong back as we soften shoulders. Maybe the belly, the chest, just noticing whilst we lengthen the spine, any parts of the body that are holding on to tightness. So whilst we have a nice, strong, dignified posture, let's create some softness around it and some kindness to this body while we practice. And just bringing to mind our intention to practice mindfulness. And tonight we're going to have a little theme of nature. And bringing to mind our motivation for wanting to practice mindfulness and indeed for joining this session this evening. And notice how that motivation feels in your body and in your being. So beginning by finding the breath in your body, noticing its rhythm, its flow, its depth, and all the sensations connected with breathing. Just noticing with a curiosity this body breathing itself. And becoming aware of anything you're holding on to from the day that is reflected in your breath. And I invite you to begin to deepen and lengthen the in-breath and the out-breath. And notice how it feels as you do this. Adjusting the breaths very gently. So you're breathing in roughly to a count of 3 or 4. And out for the same length. And you could use counting to help you maintain this rhythm as you breathe your body. Or sometimes people like to use phrases such as I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out as you breathe. So becoming aware of how it feels as we go through this settling process of breathing the body, bringing the breath deeper into the body. And you may become aware of the mind displaying thoughts and images, stories, maybe even little tunes. by just becoming aware of the breath and noticing that the thoughts are there, but leaving them alone. So bringing your main focus to the breathing and breathing your body. Now paying attention in more depth to the in-breath and the out-breath. Noticing the feel of the air coming into your nostrils. It may feel cool as the air travels through your nose, down into the lungs, and the diaphragm expands. The body moves. And your lungs fill with oxygen from the air outside. And then becoming aware of how the body just releases the breath with ease. Just a letting go process. And the air now just leaves the body slightly warmer than it was when it went in. And noticing how when the body releases the breath, the body just softens. So with every out breath, we could soften a little bit more. Letting go of everything we're holding on to that we don't need. And then allowing the breath to gently return to its natural rhythm. Allowing the body to breathe itself once more and noticing how it feels during this transition. As you let go of the counting and the phrases. And noticing how the body breathes itself once more. Noticing where you can feel breathing the most in your body. And then expanding your awareness from that point into your whole body. Whole body. And you might notice the connection your body has with this vast earth beneath us. Through your sitting bones, legs and feet. Notice how that feels. And then noticing maybe the stronger sensations in your body, which might manifest as tightness, tension even, or even pain. Just becoming aware. Remembering it's not our intention to fix or get rid of any sensations, but just allowing everything to be there as part of our experience of being in this body, in this moment in time. And by gently softening towards these sensations that we feel, giving them all some space to breathe. And now becoming aware of other sensations in the body, with a curiosity as actually how many there are. Noticing the contrasting sensations between warmth, coolness, tightness, softness, relaxedness even. We might even have some sensations in the body that you can't quite find a word for. There might be tingling sensations or subtle sensations of movement in the body. You're just becoming aware of this whole body with all its sensations and how it is to experience that and be mindful of it. And how does it feel that your body is surrounded by endless space, infinite space surrounding your body? How do we experience space through our skin? And then as we become aware of this whole body supported by the vast earth beneath us, surrounded by infinite space, just becoming aware of our mood this evening and all the emotions that might be sitting behind our mood. There might be a whole constellation of emotions sitting behind our mood. Just being curious as to what they are and allowing them all to be there just as they are. With gentleness, a welcoming and openness. Open to our experience, knowing that there's nothing wrong with whatever we feel. And so we become completely aware of how it is to be in this moment. And we might become aware of sounds reaching our ears, even scents reaching our noses. And light coming through our eyelids or our eyes. And just as the body releases the breath with ease, not holding on, seeing if the mind can learn from the body and let go of its engagement with thinking. The stream of thoughts will always be there, but just allowing it to be there as if it's just displaying on a screen. But we're not diving in. We're just allowing it to arise, display, and dissipate of its own accord without our involvement as part of our experience. And as we come to rest now, body resting on the ground, mind resting in the body, noticing the breath once more and where you can feel it most in your body. And placing a very light awareness on the breathing as a support for your practice. So whenever the mind goes off for a little wander, which it might do, and there's nothing wrong if it does, we're gently bringing it back to the present moment and the feel of the breath. And we might need to do this again and again. So as we rest with our support, with our openness and our curiosity, I invite you now to bring to mind a window in your house. It might be the one in the room you're in or in another room. Maybe it's your favorite window. And you may well be familiar with what you see outside this window. And as it's dark right now, we're unlikely to see very much. But you could imagine looking out of this window at any time of day. If there's a window that is in your room and you want to glance at it now, just gently see how it looks with the changing light and the twilight. And just noticing what you can see. Notice what comes into your vision. Or maybe just imagining what you can see through your favourite window. No sense of striving and no getting it wrong or right, just part of your experience. So as you notice your window or even imagine your window, and it could be daylight or dark, sunrise, sunset. In your mind's eye, notice what the light is like. What colours can you see through your window? And how do these colours make you feel? What's the sky like? Is it blue, cloudy? Glowing with a sunrise or a sunset? Is it raining or dry? And is it windy? Are there any trees gently moving in the wind? Are there any signs of the seasons in the trees, like the leaves may be falling or changing colour? Your window might be open, or you may choose to open it, or in your mind's eye opening a window and noticing how it feels as the outside comes inside. With different scents reaching your nose, air on your skin, sounds you can hear. Taking in a deep breath of oxygen and noticing how it wakes up all your cells. And becoming aware of everything that's in the view in your window. The sky, buildings, grass, trees. Recognizing how everything is made from the natural elements from this earth. Wood from the trees, stone from the ground. You might be aware of cement and tarmac and metal. But recognizing that everything comes from the earth, no matter how they've been changed, manipulated or molded, everything is nature. Notice how everything in your room is from nature. Notice it, how it feels as we come back to the body and that we're part of nature. We are one with the vast earth beneath us and everything that surrounds us. And as we connect to this earth of which we're a part and the space that surrounds us all, just allowing ourselves to come to rest with our breath as our support. And becoming aware of all the goodness that this planet gives us. Our air, food, water. Maybe a sense of gratitude and goodness. And allowing this goodness to build in the body, this feeling of goodness in the heart. As Mother Nature fills our bodies and all our cells with goodness. And just bathing in the benefits of this goodness. Then sending these benefits into the hearts of everyone sitting here in our group this evening. So we all become connected through time and space, connected through the earth, connected by our practice. As we send and receive this goodness out to each other, and then out to everyone in this world and all sentient beings. And back to Mother Earth itself. And then letting go of all sense of practice, with a sense of nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to fix, nothing to plan, allowing ourselves to just be, just for a moment.